We now turn our attention to the explosive report on the unparalleled level of violence that killed dozens in Phoenix in KwaZulu-Natal during the recent unrest. This time we're joined by a community leader, Mr. Nkosi Mhlongo. Baba Mhlongo, a very good afternoon to you and welcome to the Daytime Update on Newzroom Afrika. You, as a member of the community, Zwelisha, can you tell us a bit of history about the relationship that exists between abantu base Zwelisha nabahlali base Phoenix?
Okay. Ngiyabonga futhi ukuthi ngibe part of your program today. Talking of the history that we have within Phoenix community, we are having a very good history. We do not have any bad blood with the Phoenix community. Since we are having Ikole, from Umphakathi wase Phoenix, we have learned Ikole wase Phoenix from primary schools, so the secondary, tertiary. We have an experience we are having our people who are staying here at Zwelisha, who are working at Phoenix, and they are not experiencing any kind of racism. We have been a good and a happy living community together with Phoenix.
So what do you make, Baba Mhlongo, about what we're seeing happening in Phoenix today? As we speak, the EFF is marching in Phoenix against racism. Do you believe that this then is a necessary march? Because you're saying that historically there isn't a history of racism between the residents of Phoenix and the surrounding African communities.
Yeah, before this unrest thing, we didn't have anything. Up until we have experienced this barricading thing whereby the roads were barricaded and the system that were used to let you go through the road, it was that whether you are black or Indian, if you are an Indian, you were given a chance to access a road. But if you are an African, you are not given that right. Then we have saw that thing of racism by those barricades, and they were denying our people a right to access things such as police station, hospitals, and those facilities for living. Then we have seen that element of racism during this unrest.
So what should you say, Baba Mhlongo, have been the reasons for ukushintsha loku? As you're saying, before this incident, the relations were fine, but something changed somewhere. What do you believe is that something? What happened?
The main cause of this thing, according to our analysis as a community leader, it is this social media fake news. We had voice notes that were trending in our WhatsApp that were saying the Phoenix community is going to attack the Zwelisha community. And the Phoenix community had those voice notes were saying us as Zwelisha community have been mobilized to come and attack the Phoenix community. Then we ended up mobilizing ourselves to defend our communities. We were mobilizing ourselves at the other side, and they were mobilizing themselves. And in the analysis is that there is nothing the Phoenix community that forced them to come to Zwelisha. But there is things us as a Zwelisha community that is forcing us to go through a Phoenix as they are having a hospital, a clinic, a police station, school, shopping centers. We are forced to go through a Phoenix. Then that is where our people were victimized.
So, Baba Mhlongo, there were reports of people who were going to go into Phoenix to attack the shops in Phoenix. And you're saying, Guti, there is, quote unquote, a third force that is behind all of this.
That is false. There is no looting that has taken place at Phoenix. The looting has taken place at Konobia. Go in Konobia, you go to Phoenix. And that looting that has taken place at Konobia, you were finding black people were looting, we were finding Indian people, we were finding white people. Then I don't think it was fair. Lento yabo yokuthi bebarricade umgaqo and use this thing of umuntu omnyama or you are an Indian to access umgaqo and access other things with it.
Njengoba isimo sesinjena nenguquko sibonakala manje, what do you suggest is the way forward? Ilungiswa njani le ndaba?
I think it's to let the integrated committee to play its role. Because when Minister Ubegicele has came here, he has formed an integrated committee that consists of people of Zwelisha, Amaopi, Bambai, and Phoenix, of which those are the areas that are affected, and I am the convener of that committee. Then let that committee play its role to bring back the stability within this community.
And as the convener of that committee, what are the steps that you're going to be taking to ensure that there is a re-establishment of cordial race relations in the area?
We shall leave no stone unturned. The justice shall be served. Since there is a court case that is taking place right now, whereby there are suspects who are appearing at court right now for a bail hearing, we are saying those people shall not see the sun again. So we can see that justice has been served. So we can be able to talk with people that they shall not take law to their hand, because it seems like Uhulmeni is taking actions against what had happened during this unrest.
Babu Mhlongo, thank you very much for your time and your perspective, which is another perspective as to the genesis and the reasons why the unrest that we saw in Phoenix transpired. And Babu Mhlongo is a community leader. He has spoken about a community committee that has been put together by the Minister Begicele. He is part of that committee